Have you ever been in that moment when the man you want starts to slip away like he's fading into thin air? 1 minute he's all in, and the next he's vanishing, leaving you in a storm of confusion, over-analyzing every word, every glance, wondering if you should reach out. Maybe you think about chasing him, sending the perfect message, doing anything to pull him back from the edge. But all it does is leave you tangled in frustration, questioning everything and feeling like you're just a ghost in his life. But here's the thing. Stop. Right now. Stop running after him. Stop drowning in your own doubts. The most powerful move you can make isn't in chasing him down, sending him 100 texts, or wondering if you're just not enough. That's not strength. That's weakness. Real power. It's stepping back. It's letting go of the desperation and embracing the art of detachment. You see, when you pull back, when you stop chasing and start shifting your energy away from him, you force him to confront what he's losing. You become the one who can't be ignored. This isn't about playing some petty game of cat and mouse. This is about putting your energy into you, not him. You make him feel the sting of your absence. And when you stop running after him, suddenly he's the one who's running after you. This is the Stoic Comeback. A true Stoic knows that power is not in the pursuit, but in the stillness. It's about becoming an immovable force, standing tall no matter how the world shakes around you. When you stop pouring your energy into someone who can't even appreciate it, you create the space for him to realize the void you leave behind. And guess what? No one likes emptiness. You don't beg. You don't chase. You rise above all that. The chase ends when you decide it ends. You know that a true man will always return when he sees a woman who's at peace with herself, not clinging to anyone or anything. So, now that I've gotten your attention, let's dive in and break this down. Number 1. Disappearing act. The power of quiet withdrawal. Imagine this. You've been giving him everything, your time, your energy, your heart. But then, silence. You feel the panic, the ache in your chest, and your fingers hover over the phone. But this time, you don't reach out. You vanish, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and that's when everything shifts. When you pull away, when you become a ghost, you create a void he can't ignore. The silence isn't empty. It's a tidal wave crashing over him. Where did she go? Why isn't she chasing me anymore? The questions will eat him alive. He'll search for your name, expecting it to be there, expecting you to fill the space. But it's not. And now he feels the weight of his own actions. This isn't a game. This is you realizing your worth. Your absence is power. Your silence becomes a storm he can't escape. It forces him to feel the hunger, the emptiness of losing you. He'll wonder if he let you slip away without even realizing what he had. And that realization, it will haunt him. You don't beg. You don't plead. You don't need to. The silence is loud enough. It's a reminder that when you stop showing up, the world loses something. Now he has to fight to regain what he took for granted. Will he chase you or let you slip away forever? Number 2, self-work. Focus on building your own life. Stop. Right there. All the mental energy you've been wasting on wondering why he's not reaching out, why he's not texting, why he's not fighting to keep you around, let it go. That energy is precious. It's worth more than any message he could send. It's time to take all of that power, all that attention, and redirect it to the one person who truly matters. You. Instead of chasing empty promises or trying to decode his silence, focus on becoming the person you want to be. Find a hobby that ignites your soul. Start something you've always wanted to do. Dive into the things that make you feel alive, that make you feel unstoppable. Whether it's picking up a new skill, crushing goals at the gym, or getting lost in your own thoughts through meditation. Do what makes you feel proud of the life you're building. This isn't just about filling your time, it's about transforming your life. You stop depending on anyone else's approval for your happiness. You stop waiting around for someone to validate your worth. You begin to realize that you are the only person who needs to be convinced of your value. And as you invest in yourself, as you pour your energy into building your own empire, you'll become a force to be reckoned with. When you shift your focus, when you stop overthinking and stop running after people who can't see your worth, something inside you shifts. It's like flipping a switch. You become someone who radiates confidence, someone who moves through the world knowing that they are complete, that they are enough. The truth is, you don't need anyone to complete you. You're already whole. And that's the most powerful thing you can send into the world. It speaks louder than any text, louder than any message you could ever send. It speaks without saying a word. I don't need you. I'm already whole. This isn't about playing games. This isn't about trying to win someone's attention or affection. This is about creating a life so rich, so full, that the idea of needing someone else to validate your existence becomes laughable. You're building your own kingdom, and the right person will be lucky to enter it. But not because you're desperate, not because you're begging for attention, but because you've created something so amazing that they'll want to be part of it. The way you carry yourself, the energy you exude, will be magnetic. People will feel it, the confidence that doesn't need approval, the self-worth that doesn't bend to anyone's whims. It's a silent, unspoken force that cannot be ignored. He'll feel it too. And as he feels the gravitational pull of your transformation, he'll realize something that's going to hit him like a ton of bricks. He let you go. He missed his shot. You're not out there chasing. You're out there building a life that's yours, that doesn't need him or anyone else to be complete. And that is something unforgettable, something he'll wish he never took for granted. Number 3, stop chasing, the cost of desperation. Desperation is a killer. When you're constantly texting, reaching out and chasing someone, you're showing them that you don't have a life outside of them. And that lowers your value in your own eyes and in theirs. Here's the thing. You are not desperate. You have options. You have standards. If he's not meeting them, then why in the world should you beg for his attention? Never be the one who always initiates. Let him come to you. When you stop chasing, you stop begging for crumbs. Instead, you stand in your power. And that's magnetic. When he realizes you're no longer available, when he feels your absence, he'll scramble. He'll wonder if he's lost something irreplaceable, and by then, it'll be too late. You don't need to chase. You attract. And when he sees that, when he feels that shift, he'll never forget it. Number 4, the reality check, not afraid to lose him. This one stings, but it's necessary. You cannot be afraid to lose someone who isn't seeing your worth. You can't be afraid to walk away from someone who's too blind to appreciate what's standing right in front of them. When you stop chasing, when you stop begging, you give him a reality check he'll never forget. If you don't want me, someone else will. This isn't just about relationships. This is life. It's about knowing your value, knowing you're worth fighting for. It's about walking away from things that no longer serve you, from people who don't recognize the treasure they have in you. Because when you stand firm in your worth, the world starts to bend around you. This is part of the Stoic mindset, the truth that you don't cling to what's dragging you down. You don't settle for less. You let go of the people and things that fail to see the light in you. And in that space, something powerful happens. The ones who truly see you will come forward. And the ones who didn't? They'll fall away like dead weight that was holding you down. When you stop fearing loss, that's when you start living. That's when you realize that you are irreplaceable. The world will never wait for someone to appreciate you. It's your job to demand that respect. And when you do, the right people will show up, and they'll know without a doubt that they can't let you go. Number 5, the tables turn. Let him pursue you. This is where you shift from waiting to owning. When you stop chasing, when you withdraw your energy and stop pouring yourself into someone who isn't stepping up, you're not just taking a step back, you're taking control of the entire situation. Every second you choose silence over desperation. Every moment you refuse to beg for crumbs, you're sending a message that hits harder than any text you could send. I don't need you. I am everything on my own. And when he finally comes crawling back, it won't be because you begged for him. It won't be because you settled for the scraps he threw your way. It will be because he finally realized the value of what he almost lost. You were never the one he had power over. You were the one who controlled the game from the start. This moment will shake him to his core. He will feel the weight of your absence in a way he's never felt before. And deep down, something will snap within him because he knows. He's let the one person who demanded respect slip through his fingers. Men can only truly respect a woman who holds her own, a woman who doesn't beg for scraps of affection or attention. When he watches you live your life, thrive in ways he never imagined, his mind will shatter with the realization that he's lost the one thing he can't replace. And the truth will hit him like a gut punch. Losing you is not a mistake, it's a sentence. The kind of loss that eats at him from the inside. The kind of loss he will never recover from. Because now he sees what he lost, and the weight of that loss will never let him go. He will be haunted by the fact that he didn't see your worth until it was too late. In that moment, he'll understand something with brutal clarity. He had the chance to have you, to fight for you, and he chose to let you slip away. And now, he will spend his days wondering if he will ever be worthy of you again. But deep down, he knows the truth. You're the one he'll never get back. There it is, the Stoic comeback. You don't chase, you don't beg, you don't waste another second of your precious energy trying to convince someone who can't see your worth. Instead, you step back, reclaim your power, and let him feel the weight of what he stands to lose. This isn't about manipulation. It's about respect. It's about creating a dynamic where you never settle, never shrink yourself to fit into a space that doesn't value your presence. This is about building a relationship where both sides rise together. Never one side dragging the other down. Never one person losing themselves to hold on to someone who isn't worthy. You're not defined by his texts, his calls, or his attention. Your worth is carved into your bones. It was never about seeking validation. It was about stepping into the fullness of who you are and living a life that no one can take away. When you stop needing him to fill your cup and start filling it yourself, that's when the shift happens. That's when you feel the power you've always had. So remember this. You are not here to beg for scraps of attention. You are here to demand respect, to show the world what it means to be treated as the rare treasure that you are. You are here to command the kind of energy you deserve, and when you live this way, the world will have no choice but to fall in line. Like, comment and subscribe. Because this journey isn't just about learning the truth. It's about owning the truth. It's about stepping into your power, your strength, and your infinite worth. Don't skip a single part of this journey, because you deserve to be in a relationship where your presence is a blessing, not a compromise. Stay strong. Stay unapologetic. Stay unstoppable. Your comeback? It's not just inevitable, it's legendary.